In 1.4c, we're reviewing everything that we've covered so far in Chapter 1. So it's operations, which we know are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. On sign numbers, and what are sign numbers? Those are the positives and the negatives. And we're also going to be looking at inequality. Remember, less than or equal, greater than or equal. So let's take a look at, I think I just have 4 problems here. And they are true or false. In order to determine if they're true or false, we need to evaluate each side. So by evaluate, it means we'll just figure out what it equals. So we take the left-hand side of this inequality. What's 6 times a negative 3? Negative 18. So we want to see if that's greater than or equal to what we get over here on the right when we evaluate that. Negative 14 plus a negative 4, negative 18. Is that true or false? Okay, it's true because even though negative 18 is not greater than negative 18, we've got options when we have this greater than or equal. So negative 18 equals negative 18, so that's all we need is to satisfy one of those, so it is true. In B, oh, I love 0. Negative 7 plus 0, oh, that's easy. Negative 7, and we ask, is that less than or 2? What do we get on the right when we have 0 divided by a negative 7? Right, remember that's the same thing if you prefer. 0 divided by negative 7 would look like that, and that is 0. So is negative 7 less than or equal to 0? Yes, because it's to the left on the number line, so that is true also. In C, oh, we've got negative 72 minus a negative 9, and though I don't recommend doing this when you're doing this on paper, I'm going to just change this to addition and also change that negative 9 sign. So when I say I don't recommend you do this on paper, I mean write it again. But since I've got the advantage of red ink here, we'll just stick with that. So what do we get when we have a negative 72 plus a positive 9? Negative 63. And we want to determine if it is greater than or equal to, what do we get over on the right? Negative 63. I think I'm not going to fool you with that anymore, am I? It is true. And finally, oh my goodness, oh teacher, how could you do this to us? A negative 19 times 5.23 times a negative 3/8 times 123 million, blah, 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 times, oh, thank you, teacher. What happens when you multiply all of that stuff by 0? You get 0. And is 0 less than or equal to 0? Yes, it is, so that one is true as well. Okay, that is it. We have successfully completed inequalities, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division on sign numbers. I will see you in 1.5.